start doing absolutely nothing. And not only it will save your life, it will transform your life into ways you can't even imagine. Now, if you're someone whose mind is so rotten to the point that you can't even watch a video without any fancy edits or graphics, then this video is not for you. This channel is not for you. Feel free to leave, right? But if you're someone who's serious about change and wants to transform their life, then this video and this channel is for you. Now, usually I talk about manifestation and reality creation on my channel. And even though doing nothing is relevant to manifestation, I'm not only going to talk about manifestation in this video because there's a lot more when it comes to just doing nothing, right? So, over the years, when I think about all the things that I have manifested in my life, the things I wanted previously and materialized it into physical reality, one of the major things that comes to my mind whenever I think about it is my ability to just sit and do nothing, right? And the reason is doing nothing is so damn powerful, right? Like all my life, I usually search for these habits, actions, and activities that will give me enormous asymmetrical return. What do I mean by that? So I usually search for actions that I can do where if I just give 1 unit of input, I would get 100 times the output, right? So the immediate example that my mind can think of is sleep, right? So if I just go to bed on the right time, on the next day, if I wake up on the right time, I will already feel like a winner. And if you're learning manifestation, or if you might check my other videos, you already know how feeling like a winner can impact our life, right? And I can wake up early, I can get things done, and my level of mental clarity will also be much higher compared to the times when I slept way much more late later at night, right? So doing nothing is an asymmetrical bet that you can take, right? So every day if you just sit and just stare at a wall and just do nothing, that will give you 100 times the return because the benefits are endless. For example, let's not just in a manifestation perspective, but in, for example, let's take mental health, right? And in our age, in this information overload age, we have people who have depression, we have people who have anxiety attacks, panic attacks, right? People have brain fog, they can't think clearly, right? So the one solution to all of these mental health problems is just to sit and do nothing, right? And even in manifestation, I talk about there's subtraction and there's addition, right? Like you can visualize, you can do affirmations, you can do all of these techniques that I discuss in my channel, but yet if you have emotional baggage, if you have unprocessed emotions and thoughts that keep haunting you, that is keeping you stuck with your current reality, no amount of affirmations or visualization is going to help you in creating your dream reality, right? So just doing nothing will let those thoughts and emotions that you have not processed pop up. And all you have to do is just acknowledge it and let it go, right? Your ability to do nothing is a superpower, right? Everyone possesses this ability, this superpower, but no one is using it. Or like very rare, like people using this superpower is very rare to find, right? But even if you just throw out this manifestation or reality creation, like if you don't believe in manifestation and if you just throw it out of the window, even yet it is still yet so powerful. I already talked about mental health, I already talked about emotional processing, I already talked about manifestation. What else? Your mind gets clearer. This is when people talk about detoxification of the mind, when people talk about dopamine detox, this is what they're talking about. You don't have to go off the grid, you don't have to live in a jungle, you don't have to go to a desert. All you have to do is just sit and do nothing without any stimulation. That's all there is to it, right? If you just go to bed on time, your life will change. If you just sit and do nothing for a week, for 1 hour a day, your life will change. I used to be addicted to video games. I used to be addicted to porn. I used to be addicted to social media. Like if you take the version of me 2 years ago, the average screen time that I would have on my phone it would be like 9 to 10 hours a day, right? My life was getting ruined day after day after day because I couldn't handle the emptiness, I couldn't handle the silence, right? This also helps in your dating life. Like whenever you go to meet someone, if you can't handle the silence, and if you keep interrupting the other person because you want to fill the silence that people tend to have, right? Like no two people can be talking 24 hours a day. No people can keep on talking and yapping about nothing, right? And this helps in your confidence as well. If you go around and if you see in public, see how people behave. Everyone is on their phone, glued to their phone, because they can't handle the silence. They can't just sit and do nothing. And by doing nothing, you also create space for yourself. You create space for contemplation. You create space for reflection. You create space. You create space for being grateful, right? For example, let's say you are living your dream life, right? Let's say everything, like your life is good, life is great. But why not create space for yourself? Just sit and feel grateful for the life you have. Because if you're not feeling grateful for the life you currently have, it will get worse. It will get worse, right? But let's say your life is not as good as you want it to be. But then why not just sit and process whatever is going through in your life? Again, since I talk a lot about manifestation, I can't help it. But if you want to manifest your dream reality, first you need to be honest about yourself. What are your true thoughts? What are your true emotions? What do you truly feel? And you need to acknowledge it about how you truly feel. Manifestation is not about you being in denial. Not manifestation is not about you being in fantasy. But most people are living in a fantasy. More people are in denial because they don't want to face the actual truth of the reality. Right? Most of the population are in denial. They don't take time to emotionally process whatever is going through in their life, whatever is happening in their life. Right? Adding upon the 9 hours of screen time that I had 2 years ago, I was still playing video games. Right? I was still addicted to porn as well. And that affected my intimacy with my partner. That affected my motivation levels. That affected my discipline. And I felt like a failure. I felt like a loser. And from the manifestation perspective, you feeling like a loser will bring in more experiences, more circumstances, more situations that will multiply your feeling of like feeling like a loser. Right? The universe sees what you're feeling. And if you're feeling like a loser, it will bring more circumstances to multiply that. How are you feeling right now? I was staying silent for like 10 to 15 seconds. What were you feeling? And I'm sure some of you might have clicked off this video. But if you're still staying, if you could handle that 10 to 15 seconds of silence, then all hope is not lost. You still have hope. I'm sure 70 to 80% of people have already clicked off this video. These people have already clicked off in the first 30 seconds of this video. So if you're still watching this, because I'm not going to edit it, like I may do some cuts where I yap about nothing, but apart from that, I'm not going to edit it enough. I'm not going to incorporate some fancy edits. I'm not going to incorporate some random zoom in effects. I'm not going to add in any sound effects to retain you. Like I'm not going to do that. And I'm not, and I don't want that kind of people to be in my channel. I don't want those kind of people to watch my videos, because these videos that I create is not for them. So if you're still watching this video, this channel is for you, this video is for you, and I'm proud of you. Because in this modern age, it is so rare to find people like you who are still watching this video. Now, even if I stay silent for the next 20 seconds, you're not going to click off, right? Even if I mess up the way I talk, and if I yap about something, or like if I stutter, you're not going to click off, because you are here for the value that I'm providing. You are here to what I'm about to speak. You want to listen. because we are talking about such an important topic of our lives. So once you stop this video, once you click off from this video, and or once this video ends, just put off your phone or create space between you and the device you're watching this video from. And all I want you to do is just set a timer, set an alarm for like 15 minutes, and just sit and do nothing. And you will realize what I'm talking about, right? At first, you will feel this restlessness, like you want to move, you want to scratch, and just observe how your body is reacting, how your mind is reacting, how worse your mind is right now. Because if it can't handle a 10 to 15 minutes silence, how can it handle these enormous, these chaos that life throws at you? It can't, right? The prerequisite to manifestation is being true to what you're feeling, is being honest about yourself, and also being able to handle silence, right? And that is where meditation comes into play. You sitting and doing nothing is a form of meditation. It is you meditating. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video because the art of doing nothing changed my life. It saved my life, and I'm sure it will save you from whatever hell you're going through in this life. It sounds simple because it is. It is simple. It is simple to completely transform your life. And that starts with you doing nothing, right? So So that's it from me. Check out the link in description if you want to have a chat with me, or check out this video where I talk about the science of manifestation, the metaphysical aspect of manifestation, and I break everything down in a simple format for you to understand and start implementing manifestation and create the life you want. So that's it from me. I will see you in another video.